Hey, welcome back to Cedar Porch Homestead. I'm JR, and 2025 is about to be the year that we absolutely go nuts with our homestead project. We have pretty much extended our backyard homestead as far as it's going to go. We have added goats, rabbits, chickens, layers, meat birds, quail. We have got a pretty productive garden, and we are adding to it like you wouldn't believe. But let me get out of this wind so I can tell you what we're up to. All right, so before we get into all the exciting stuff that's happening in 2025, let's recap the end of 2024 for us because, well, it was a doozy. As you can see, I have a beard. I am a firefighter for a large department just down the road from us as my full-time job. They don't allow facial hair. So I've been off injured for about the last 2 months, and I hurt my knee at work, and it wasn't doing something that you would picture a firefighter doing, like saving a family out of a burning structure, because apparently when you get my age, walking and stepping down off things becomes a detriment to your health. Hence why I've been off for the past 2 months. Now, in that 2 months, it has given me and my family really time to evaluate how we want to move forward with our homesteading journey. Now, we were looking for land in and around our area because we love our community, we love our church, we love our friends here, and we were just trying to see what we were going to do about expanding our operation to some acreage. Now, everything we found was really going to pull us kind of out of state, not where we want to be right this second. But I think God really met us in this because He provided us some friends that have the perfect place for us to start this journey. So we've partnered with those guys, and we are going to be building up their property for them in the future. And it's going to suit us in the present because my youngest daughter wants to do this farming thing full time. So we're going to be going all in on a regenerative farm on about 50 acres. And it is going to be raw land. So everything we do is going to be built from scratch. It's going to be exciting for us. I hope it's going to be exciting for you guys. And I can sit here and walk you through all the big things that we want to do, but I would rather take you out to the farm and show you what our plans are. So let's get out and have some fun. Okay, here we are at what's going to be the start of our pasture management. Over on the far side of this property, there is already about a 3, maybe 3.5 acre pasture. We've got good native grasses here, and this is where we're going to start our operation, is right here. So the first thing we're going to be bringing out here is going to be some layer chickens. We've got those already in a brooder back at home. We're going to start with a very conservative 50. And that's going to be an immovable tractor. They're going to be moved around on a regular basis because we're going to start our pasture improvement right here. Following those guys, we're going to be coming in with some meat birds here very, very soon. Those guys are coming at the end of the month, so we've got to make some plans for those at home. That's a whole different project that we're going to be working on. But as you can see, the rest of this place is 100% overgrown. It hasn't ever been touched. Now, we're extremely fortunate because our friend that owns the property, well, he's got some heavy equipment. So he's been out here on another area that he's been kind of working in, and we're going to be pushing a lot of this undergrowth back so that we can make some silvopasture all through this area. Now, one of the really cool things about the way this property is laid out is we're going to be working in thirds. So the front third of the property is going to be theirs. We're not going to touch that. They like being away. They like being in the woods. We're not going to touch that at all. But then we're going to do a phase 1 project right here where we're standing right now. And again, this is where we're going to start basing everything off of, is this pasture here, and working towards the woods and improving that as we go. We're going to then bring in some fencing this year. We plan on bringing in a lot of livestock here on this 50 acres. And then the very, very far back of the property, that is going to be like phase 2, phase 3. We're not going to worry about that right now because we've got so much work to do here on this property. So we're going to be working on this. This is going to be essentially my full-time job going into this. This is going to be my daughter's full-time job going into this, while also having another full-time job. I don't know how this is going to work. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be exciting along the way, but let me go ahead and show you some of the projects and areas that we're going to be working on to establish this as our base of operations and making this into a profitable farm, because that's the point. This isn't a hobby. We're doing this to actually make profit. And how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to take you along the way. Okay, so I'm really excited because of where I'm standing. Now, it might not look like much. It might look like it's just completely overgrown and nothing happening. However, my future plan for this spot right here is we're going to be putting our pole barn, and this is going to be kind of our central location. When we first come onto the property, we have road access right here that we can get to on our side-by-side, and what this is going to be able to do is give us a place to where we can store our future tractor, our trailers, maybe a livestock trailer, but it's also going to be where we're going to start developing some pens for the future. I don't want to give too much away right now because, well, I don't have it all planned out just yet, but I have a vision for it, and right here is going to be essentially the heartbeat of the entire farm that we're going to be establishing here. I'm really, really excited about that. But I do have one other build that I have to do before I get to this one, and let's go there now. Okay, so this spot directly behind me is going to be probably one of the first builds that we do out here on the property, and that is to create a shed for our side-by-side to keep that out of the weather. We're going to kind of create this too to where it's a landing area on the front of the property, so that when we pull up every day to check our stuff, this is where we're going to keep some of our equipment, probably feed. I'm not 100% sure exactly what we're going to be doing. If you have any suggestions, make sure you leave those below to see maybe what you guys are thinking about what we can put here to facilitate the chickens and maybe the goats and pigs and cattle. Whatever we end up putting out here, we're going to have to start right here. And this is going to start our day every day. So we've got a ton of builds that we're going to have to do to get things started out here, because we are starting really completely from scratch. Everything has to be created to be a little bit bigger, more predator proof, because it's going to be out kind of on its own, that we're only going to be able to check, twice a day. So we're going to have to build egg mobiles, we're going to have to build chicken tractors, we're going to have to build barns, we're going to have to do fencing. We are starting, when I say we're starting from scratch, we are starting from absolute zero. This is going to be a lot of fun. So as you can tell, we have got a laundry list of projects that we're going to be knocking out here in 2025, and we couldn't be more excited about taking this raw land and turning it into an oasis of a homestead and small farm that is not only going to be healthy for us, the animals, teaching you guys along the way how we're doing this to keep it regenerative and kind of a God-centered approach on farming, but it's going to be really exciting to see this really grow and build up. Now, if you like this and you want to see more of it, make sure you subscribe to our channel, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we come out with these videos, but make sure you leave a comment below, because we want to know some of the things that you guys would like us to really focus in on as we're building this farm up, because you guys are why we keep making these videos. We love interacting with you guys in the comments, and we can't wait to hear more from you. So, as always, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much.